all the machines are a little different, but up top, you're going to have somewhere for the thread to go through. What the factory wants is for you to go through that pin, but if you have a thread stand, you really don't need that pin, is what the sewing machine mechanic told me, so I don't use it. And this is somewhat arbitrary. All you're doing is trying to get a little bit of tension on the thread. Sometimes I don't feel like it's enough, so I use another hole or something, or, with tents, we use this 256 thread, which is huge, and I only use 2 holes. But really, it just goes in whatever makes the most sense. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but it should be, as it's going, it should make sense to you. Now, when you go through there, you gotta pull it, and you can feel it. You can feel it click into place. And the same thing around this. Now, every sewing machine it may look a little different, but every sewing machine essentially has this same tension setup. Here's where you change the amount of pressure on it. This, you put into like this, and you'll feel it. There's a little, if you look closely there's a little hook inside of it. Can you see that? And the thread clicks in, and you can feel it with your hand. And what that does is that spring keeps tension on it at all times. So that way you're not looping out here. So, because after that, it goes to the hook. Now, the hook, I don't know why it's called the hook, but I've always thought that was kind of silly. The hook has a lot of movement. So it throws a big loop, which is what that spring is for. So when there's tension on it and it's going down, that spring is keeping it, cause there's always going to be tension going out. The spring is keeping it so it doesn't flop around in you. That spring is really, really important, and they break all the time. Then most of the stuff you just kind of click in and you can feel it. You need to hit every hole on the machine. If there's a hole there's a hole there for a reason. Now, if you see here, I got this, I got a zip tie on here. It comes with a metal guide, and I got replacements, but they break all the time. It's really important that you have a thing here, and I know it's unprofessional, but most upholstery shops you walk into, they got a zip tie right there. Now, here's the important step. You want to cut the thread on the clean end so you don't like a hair, so you don't have it fraying trying to go through that hole. But way more easy than that is cut the thread at an angle so it actually makes a point. Now, your bobbin thread, you gotta come around to this side. Here, go to that side of the table. All right, so this is called a bottom loader machine. A lot of machines are top loader. No matter where it is, the hook is going to be exactly the same. What you have on the bobbin case, this is called, you have a little lever. Now, this lever does a couple things. It gives you a handle, and it activates a little spring that keeps the thread from falling out. Here's how the bobbin case functions. Right here, there's a little doodad. There's the exact same cutout in there, and that's where it goes. So everybody just kind of does it by feel, but what you're doing is you're holding the lever, you're feeling the center part there for that little nub, and then you're just wherever it clicks into place. So when you see people doing it, that's what they're doing, because obviously you can't see it underneath. So here's your bobbin case. From what I understand, every machine I ever use is the same, even if it's a different size. Like you get a G bobbin or these are M's, but I've had G's before and they make different ones. Everyone I've ever seen functions, it looks exactly the same. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're all this way. It was a good design. What you want to do is you want to pull the thread out. Now you're seeing what direction the thread's coming. You want to go against, see how the thread's coming off that way? You want it to go against that. So you just go into that little slit and pull it around, and you'll feel it click into place when it goes into that little hole, and the thread's actually coming out from there, and that thing's putting tension on it.
Okay.
Now, your adjustment in there is that little screw. So your center screw is what holds it down, and your outside screw is what affects tension on this side. All of this stuff breaks. So, oh, look at that, didn't hold it. Always cut your thread down. You need about that much hanging off. Always you need a little bit hanging off for the machine to pick it up. Oh, come on. What's the problem here? All right, if you come back around to this side, now we're here, right? Oh. All right, this knee lift is what affects that. There's a lever for it on the backside that makes it permanent, and when you hit the knee lift, it'll go back down. But if you'll notice something important, the lever only brings it halfway. The knee lift brings it all the way up. So you'll see a lot of people don't have a knee lift, but you're losing 50% of your mobility. All right. Now, important, every day, every time you sit down at the sewing machine, every day, all the time, every day. So every machine's going to be a little bit different. Every machine's going to be a little bit different where the glue goes. This has a clear port up there for you to see it. You can see the cotton inside of it where the oil that absorbs the oil. You'll also notice, you see that red mark? It's because this machine's a little older, it's getting wore off. Most machines come dyed red where the oil needs to go. So this one only gets there and there. And then if you open this side, gotta go back around the other side. Sorry. You're a very good camera operator. Okay, if you see there's cotton all over the place. Well, that cotton it absorbs the oil from there and it transfers it to here and it doesn't pour out. It's rapidly moving metal parts. Every day, you don't need much, just need a drop. The cotton should appear moist.
Yeah.
And then I always stick a drop of glue in the bobbin for good luck. I don't know. The mechanics tell me you don't need to. It's designed to run dry, but force the habit.
Okay.
All right, your turn.